Good day, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Ira Patrick Lionel. So today we'll be looking at the structural organization of the body. Like we'll be going from atoms to right up to the point of the organism. So we'll be looking at what the human body is actually made up of. From where did the structure began to forming us as an organism that we are now. So let us, without wasting our time, let us move further to the objective of this lesson. So our objective of today is we have to name the different level of structural organization that make up the human body and explain their relationship. The next objective is list the 11 organs system of the body. Identify the component of these organ systems and explain the major functions of each system. So these are the objectives you have to know. So please take note of that. So the first level of organization in the human body is the chemical level. So you have to know that our body are primarily composed of chemicals, proteins, carbohydrates, lipids, and all the like. So you can think of chemicals as the basic structure of all living things because our body is actually made up of chemicals, mainly largely of proteins actually. So um, the the field of studies that focuses on this is actually biochemistry. So in a biochemistry lab, they've actually focus on analyzing analytes, so chemicals of the body. So chemicals are the lowest hierarchical level of the organization of the human body. Now the next, when we see from chemicals, we see that elements combine to form atoms. Elements combine to form molecules, sorry. So when elements combine to form molecules such as protein, carbohydrate, or water, these molecules will combine to form the next level of organization, which are organelles. Now, organelles are the next level of organization, but they are not really living. They can't perform living functions of life. So, but we can we can classify them under a level of organization. So this next level of organization is organelles. Now, when these organelles come together, they form what? The basic component of the cells. Now, from the organelle, we move to the cellular level. At the cellular level now, we start seeing how life comes about. When we talk about life, it means the cell actually is capable of performing all life functions that an organism is performing. Respiration, um, metabolic activities, all that takes place in the cell. So the cell, we can say it is the basic structural unit of life, capable of performing all the functions that an organism can perform. So now, moving from the cellular level, when multiple cells come together, similar cells come together to perform a similar function, they form a tissue. So the tissue is the next level of cellular of the organization hierarchy. So when common cells come together, we will have tissue. Now, note that, just for a side, we have four basic types of tissue, which are the epithelial tissue, the muscle tissue, the nervous tissue, and the connective tissue. In our um, subsequent classes, we'll see how these various tissue perform their functions and their location, the location of these various tissues in the body, so where we can find them. So from the tissue level, we'll move on to the so these are the levels. So from the tissue levels, we'll move on to the organ level. So the organ is what? A group of tissue that come together to perform a specialized function. So these tissue come together, they perform a specific function. Let's say the heart. The heart has a specific function that is only specialized to the heart, that is pumping and distributing blood to the whole body so that nutrients and oxygen and other chemicals can be distributed where they are needed. So, and you can also think of the stomach. So each organ has a specialized function of its own which another organ cannot do. This is because a group of tissues have come together to carry out this specific function. Now, when we move from the organ, we have what? The organ system. The organ system is a group of organ that what that has come together to perform many functions. Like you see, the kidney, the heart, and the blood vessels. So the heart and the blood vessels have uh, they're performing a similar function. The heart is pumping blood and the blood vessels are distributing it. So those are two different organs that are performing one specialized function. Now note that in the organ level, specialized activity takes place, complex functions takes place, complex activities. You see, at the level of the lungs, you have breathing. So complex different activity takes place at the level of the organ and the organ system and the and the organ system level. Now the next level of organization we will see is, so before going to the next level of organization, which will be the last level of organization, let us see the types of organ systems that has come together. So essentially we have 12 types of organ system. We have the immune system, the reproductive system, the cardiovascular system, the integumentary system, the skeletal system, the muscular system, the endocrine system, the nervous system, the respiratory system, the lymphatic system, the digestive system, the urinary system. So these are the different systems in the body. So organ systems, they perform a specific function. So each of these systems have their specific function. So let us see some functions of these organ systems in the body. For instance, the skeletal system function in what? In movement, locomotion. It supports the body internal structure and even helps in the production of what? Cells, blood cells. The skeletal system also helps in the production of blood cells at the level of the bone marrow. The next cells we are going to be looking at is the urinary system. The urinary system actually helps us to what? Eliminate waste from the body and excess fluid. It also regulates electrolyte balance and acid base balance. So that is the function of the urinary system. The next system we are going to be looking at is the integumentary system, which protects the body from external damage and regulates temperature. It also provides information from the external environment to the internal environment. So when, let me say, there's a change in temperature in the external environment, this information is being, the sensory receptor at the level of the skin, which sends information to the internal system of the body to inform that there's a change in temperature. The next system we are going to be looking at is the reproductive system. The reproductive system is actually responsible for what? Reproduction, production of sperm by the male gamete and production of eggs by the female gamete, which it also enables fertilization. And specifically in females, the reproductive system supports pregnancy during the fertile life. It means the embryo development, the fetus, all all this takes place in the reproductive system. The next system we'll be looking at is the immune system. So the immune system actually protects our body against infections, um, and also remove damaged cells from the body. Phagocytes and white blood cells. All of these, they act in protecting our body and eliminating damaged cells away from the body. The next system we'll be looking at is the muscular system. The muscular system also permits movement and support stability in the body. The next system we'll be looking at will be the endocrine system. So with the endocrine system, it produces hormones. These hormones regulate activities that takes place in the body, metabolic processes, regulate growth and development. So that is the function of the endocrine system. The next system we'll be looking at is the nervous system. The nervous system actually controls and coordinates information for in the body. Like if you are being burned by fire, it's the nervous system that is actually passing the information to your brain that there's something happening to you. This part of the body is being this part of the body. If you prick your finger, it's the nervous system that is responsible for transmitting that information. It also regulates body functions like movement and cognition. So that is the main function of the nervous system. The next system we are going to be looking at is the cardiovascular system. The cardiovascular system actually helps in what? Regulation of blood pressure, transportation of blood throughout the body. Is it pumps blood. We can consider the cardiovascular system as what? The engine, the main engine of the body, because it's pumping blood which distribute nutrients, oxygen to and from the different cells of the body. So that is the function of the cardiovascular system. The next system we'll be looking at is the respiratory system, whose function in what? Exchange of gases. And it also it filters air that enters into the body, removing particles. It also functions in what? pH regulation. The next system we'll be looking at is the digestive system. The digestive system is actually responsible for food breakdown. So we have the mechanical breakdown of food, we have the chemical breakdown of food, and we also have the in the body the function of the digestive system that helps in absorption, which will take the digested food, the nutrients obtained from the digested food, into the bloodstream so that it can be distributed to the various organs of the body or cells. So that being said, that is the different function of the organs in the system. So let us check our understanding of this brief video. Now, what is the correct structural order of the following terms? Tissue, organism, organ, cells. So you can pause this video and try to answer that question. So the correct order is cells. From cells you have tissue. From tissue you have organ. From organ you have the organism that we are. Now, question number 2. Which organ system includes bones and cartilage? So which organ system includes bones and cartilage? Is what? The skeletal system. Question number 3. Which level of structural organization is typical for a histopathologist field of study? The histopathologist field of study basically deals with what? The tissue, deals with tissues. So they analyze tissue microscopically in the laboratory. Question number 4. Which organ system includes the nasal cavity, lungs and trachea? It is the respiratory system. So hopefully this video was helpful to you. To promote our channel, please like, subscribe and put your comment in the comment box. It will help us gratefully. Thank you for your time.